Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and particularly welcome back to the OD Squad. This is Outdoor Dyahanne. This channel is devoted to giving you ideas on how to enjoy the great outdoors. Nothing great, this is a diversion from your day-to-day. Think small splendors. So today we are going to, what's that show? A car show. Okay, it's not what you think. Car shows can be so much fun. You don't have to dress up. Hello YouTubers, it's Outdoor Dyahanne. I'm here at a car show. Yes, a car show at a drive-in location. You don't have to be a gearhead. You don't have to know the difference between a flathead engine and a Hemi. Although, since you are a member of the OD Squad, you know that a Hemi is a hemispherical combustion chamber and a reciprocating internal combustion engine. You know, think Chrysler. But I digress. So why go to a car show? If you're not a gearhead, if you're not looking to buy a car, typically these shows are there for people who want to show off their prized possessions. And they're free or reasonable, from $1 to $5 entry fee. It's a wonderful opportunity to enjoy the great outdoors. In my case, I typed into the computer, Wisconsin. I'm in Chicago. Wisconsin is a great day trip. I got out of it a wonderful, wonderful day drive. I met some really, really interesting people. I got some history. And of course, there were the cars. What a great day trip, Outdoor Squad. The idea of a day trip is to get out and experience the outdoors. I drove from Chicago to East Troy, Wisconsin in under 2 hours. The Midwest, for the most part, is flat, so it was a peaceful, tranquil, just relaxing drive. Remember, part of the enjoyment is not just the destination, it's the journey. I have a few more tips for you on this outdoor adventure. This will make it a little bit more interesting for you. So do just a little bit of research before you go on this day trip to see these cars. Make sure you know the restaurant in the area. You're going to stop, have a snack before or after. It's good to know what to expect on the menu, or if there's anything that you really like. As it turns out, I went to a drive-in, Gus's in Wisconsin, and turns out Gus's has a really good burger and an even better frozen custard. So for me, it was fantastic. But even more importantly, this bit of history, Gus's has one of those iconic fiberglass statues. They call them muffler men. I don't know, you've probably seen these before. They started off as this kind of Paul Bunyan type character in Arizona, and it was a marketing tool, and it quickly took off. And so around the country, they'd have these big 15 to 25 foot fiberglass sculptures with men holding something, either typically a muffler, because they were at muffler shops, but it could be anything. At Gus's, it's a drink and a burger, or is it a hot dog? So for me, I wanted to get a picture of that because there are, as I say, only about 180 left in the United States. The one at Gus's, they had to pull together from some junkyard or something like that. So that was very interesting for me to see the muffler man. So do a little bit of research. So that's tip one. Tip two, have a looking strategy when you go. Just kind of think in your mind. You don't have to do too much, but what kind of car would you like to see while you're there? I like to contrast the smooth kind of curved lines of the cars from the 40s and 50s to that more sleek lines that we see coming out of the 70s. So just that kind of comparison for me. And then there are things like interior styles. Now we have, leather, pretty much black. But a while back they had multiple colors. They had this wonderful blue vinyl that I saw, and pinks, and so they had a lot of different kinds of interiors. Didn't have harness seat belts, so in fact some didn't even have seat belts. You just had to ride at your own risk. So I do that kind of looking strategy. What kind of car were they driving in the year that you were born? I looked for the one that I was born, and of course that was just a couple years ago for me. But that's the kind of have a looking strategy. What is it that I want to see? And then thirdly, to just make it really enjoyable, ask the owner about their vehicle. That will be a long conversation. I mean, you can just start off with general, hey, that's a beautiful car. How long have you been a collector? How long did it take you to restore that? What if I were looking for a car? How would I go about researching to purchase? How would I find a good mechanic? If you start with those questions, you may have to, kind of cut them off, because they will go on and on. Again, these are their prized possessions. You won't be able to get in these cars, but they will tell you everything about them. Some have entered in various car shows and competitions, and it's not just cars, it's motorcycles and trucks, but they have all these vehicles. Sometimes they even have RVs there, in these car shows. So have a looking strategy, ask some questions, and make sure you do a little bit of research for before and after the show. I had such a great time at the car show because there were so many types of cars, and depending on the show you select, you may see antique cars, classic cars, cars from those black and white movies that come on late at night. And they're not just cars. At many of these shows there are motorcycles and trucks. They'll have awards that they want to show off, and you'll see many cars with their hoods up. They want to show you their engines, the modified engines, how clean the engines are, or how they've painted to adorn their engines. Take a look at these cars. See if you can name 6. Give me the year, make, and model, and drop me a line in the comments to see if you're correct. And at the end, take a look at my dream car.